Hey guys, Cyborg here, back in with another action figure review, and today I'll be wrapping up my looks at the DC Multiverse Flashpoint Paradox Wave with the inevitable, when it comes to DC Multiverse collect-a-build waves anyways. So today we're going to be taking a look at the collect-a-build Cyborg. Booyah! That said, this of course brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys, and I gotta tell you, they are not really known for having a good track record when it comes to Cyborg figures. They did the Teen Titans animated series version of Cyborg. Cool figure, but they didn't make the rest of them, so that's kind of pointless. And then they made the movie Cyborg, which was okay. And then they made this guy, who is kind of cool and kind of could have been better. Let's just keep our fingers crossed that Rebirth Cyborg will be relatively easy to get. Okay? Like stupid Cyborg Superman. And we'll make up for all the Cyborgs we got that are just kind of meh. So why don't we take a closer look at figure in question, Mr. Cyborg here. He is super freaking tall. Like, these are long legs. And he's supposed to be like big and chunky like this. So, you know, if you're one of those schmucks online who doesn't read comics, that's all, he's too big. Well then, I don't know, Google it, stupid. That said, I will tell you, he is appropriate as far as scale goes, but he is kind of loose. This arm is a little loose because of the giant cannon. It stays in place for the most part, but it is rather loose. It does have some of those detents though. And then the head is a little, not the tightest thing ever. It's not as loose as Barry Allen's. And then the torso is probably the worst offender. As you can see, it's just gonna tilt that way. But yeah, he's got not the tightest torso, and it's probably because of this gun arm. So I wish they made this a 5-figure set and gave you another arm for this side and for this side. That way you could have 2 smaller arms. I would definitely display mine that way, because if you took this off, you could probably easily stabilize him. But he's got that gun arm, and he's so heavy on that one side, it's gonna weigh the joint down. But as far as articulation goes, his head will rotate, look up and down, tilt side to side. Although I don't know, isn't Cyborg supposed to be an average sized dude? How'd he turn into a giant? Is his head normal size? I don't think so. I think his head is like big person size. This arm can go out, back down, rotate forward and back. He's got a bicep swivel. I think he's got a double elbow over here. Yeah, he's got a double elbow over here. An open hand. It would have been nice to get a fist instead. But you do get the ball hinge wrist on this side, so it does rotate, hinge, and rotate again. At the palm there. Does it? I thought it did. Oh no, it's just a hinge swivel, I think. I don't think that is a ball hinge. I think it just kind of looks like one, but it's not. Nope, it is a straight up, just a disc hinge. Okay. Never mind. No ball hinge for you. This side, it's the same articulation until you get to the cannon. And then, that's pretty much it. It's got a little wiggle here, but it's keyed, I think. So you're not going to get much out of that. The torso, you can crunch him forward a little bit. And crunch him back pretty far. He does have tilt for days. He does have rotation as well. But his torso will get stuck, so you gotta be careful on that. The waist is not exceedingly tight on this guy, though on this figure I probably wouldn't have minded that. Just kind of loose, man. It's not that great. And as far as the hips go, you can kick out, back down, forward, pretty far back. He does have a thigh twist, but you will probably pop the legs off sometimes on this guy. Just doesn't seem the most stable, sturdy, whatever you want to call it there. And then I guess he just has a single knee. Yep, single knee with the rotation. And then he's got a hinge in the foot. Nice tight ankle joints, at least. And then he does have a rocker. And this toe joint ratchets, this one doesn't. Just like the Mr. Freeze I looked at from the Batman and Robin movie. So, yeah, it's cool. But like a lot of the figures in this wave, with the exception of the Barry Allen Flash, you're going to put him in your Flashpoint display and that's going to be it. So, you know, not the greatest, I'm afraid. He's cool in concept, but in execution, he's just so freaking loose. Like, trying to get the tight spot on this torso is ridiculous. Unless you just have it not facing the right way. Also, his pauldrons do pop off on the back and on the front. So you can actually pop the arms in. You can see there's a little tab right there and a little port. And they do unplug, so the arms are a lot easier to get in than you might think. So at least they did that. That's good engineering there. But yeah, the torso is too loose. The arm on the gun arm is too loose. It's just okay, you know. It looks cool, at least. At the end of the day, it at least looks like what it's supposed to look like, right? Somehow I got the torso to not be super floppy for a minute here, but I'm sure that's going to come to an end. It's like the Project Superman, who I got to be a little tighter off camera, but still. Fidget, fidget, fidget. I don't like to fidget. I like to just have them ready to rock out the box. That said, I'd like to see a Martha Wayne Joker for the Flashpoint line, as well as a Professor Zoom that's not a pain in the arse to get because they made him a stupid platinum chase. Nice going there, guys. So with that being said, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's good old Cyborg. Booyah! Alongside the entirety of this Flashpoint Paradox wave that you will need to build good old Mr. Booyah here. We have the Emperor Aquaman. We have Project Superman, Barry Allen the Flash, and Wonder Woman. Alright, that's enough of that. And yeah, if you're wondering why he's such a big chungus, old Cyborg here, that's how he was in the comics. So it makes sense. It's just, I think they could have executed the figure a little bit better. Seriously, he is hella loose because of that giant cannon, but getting all of these yahoos out of the way so we can make room for our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Manibuleth, right there, and the infamous Elephant Spawn, who will not be towering over everyone today because Cyborg is a collectible figure after all. And yeah, you can see he is not even coming close to old Cyborg there. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and to put a nice little ribbon on this Flashpoint wave, Cyborg here pretty much sums it up. The figures look great together as a group, but individually, most of them, with the exception of the Barry Allen, and if you want to go way back to year one of DC Multiverse from McFarlane Toys, the Flashpoint Batman, that was also a Target exclusive, funny enough. Individually, these figures have quite a few issues, and Cyborg is no different. On top of the fact that that giant gun arm loosens him up something terrible over time, he's just, I don't know, a brick. He's got the points, but much like Wonder Woman, very hindered for like no reason. So yeah, not the greatest wave, and I can see why this was the last Target exclusive Build-A-Figure wave, because I don't know, man, the past two just haven't felt worth the wait to me personally. The Batman Beyond wave was solid, but other than that, these have been a little lackluster to say the very least. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, catch you guys later.